high-speed Batting 7th, the center fielder, number 12, Clarissa Norris. Batting 8th and playing in the circle, number 11, Brooke Mosman. And batting 9th, the left fielder, number 24, Kennedy Nelson. And here's the starting lineup for the Templars. Leading off and playing second base, number 14, Madison Cox. Batting second, the shortstop, number 3, Lexi Alder. Batting third, playing third base, number 6, Kiana Pogretsky. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 11, Ellie Christensen. Batting fifth and playing behind the plate, number 8, Jada Shaw. Batting sixth, the designated player, number 2, Gentry Young. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 17, Brinley Golding. Batting eighth and playing in the circle, number 30, Kate Mackey. Batting ninth, the first baseman, number 12, Amy Squire. Not batting, but playing left field, number 24, Lexi Nipko.
Batting next for the Lady Beavers, first baseman, number 21, Sydney Dillon.
Leading off the top of the first inning for the Dinos, the second baseman, number 1, Kelsey Sorensen.
And welcome to our broadcast here on Centricom Channel 10. Local 10.TV, Manti Lady Templars taking on the Carbon Lady Dinos in an elimination game. The winner of this game moves into the one-loss bracket semifinal. Looking to play the loser of Grantsville Union going on right now. Here's the pitch. Swung on, ground ball up the middle through the pitcher Kate Mackey's legs for a base hit for the leadoff batter for Carbon, Kelsey Sorensen. So Sorensen at first base now. We appreciate our sponsors for this broadcast, including our gold sponsors, Intermountain Power Service Corporation and National Vinyl Products. Second batter up is Lindsay Madrigal. And we've got a timeout as the batter steps out of the box. Set to go is Kate Mackey in the circle. There's the pitch. Outside for a ball. Manti lost to Grantsville 5-0 to start the game off, or start the day off. Then dropped in and had a 11-inning thriller with North St. Pete, winning on a walk-off 3-run homer by Jada Shaw in the bottom of the 11th inning. 12-9, they beat North St. Pete. Carbon knocked off Grand 9-4 previous to this game. And now taking on Manti here. Loser done for the season. Winner moves on to the semifinal against Union or Grantsville. And there's another pitch. That's in for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. No score here. Runner at first. The leadoff batter is on for the Carbon Dinos and Kelsey Sorensen. Kate Mackey in the circle. Spins and fires. Swinging a ground ball to the third baseman. Down the line, foul. Playing third base for the Templars is Kiana Pogreski. She couldn't get to that one. We appreciate our silver sponsors for our broadcast here. Juab County Fair presenting Restless Heart in August. You can get your tickets now for that one at juabcountyfair.com. Also, Jones & DeMille Engineering, Azomite, Central Valley Medical Center are silver sponsors, including Nephi Federal Credit Union, Beaver Medical Clinic, Centricom Channel 10, and Carl's Jr. Our bronze sponsor is Beaver Valley Hospital. Here's the pitch. And that's inside. Throw down to second is a little late, and they got her. Looked like it was a little late, but a good tag applied by the shortstop, Lexi Alder. And gunned down is Kelsey Sorensen on the throw by Jada Shaw. So a leadoff base hit turns into an out, trying to steal second. And nobody on for the Carbon Lady Dinos. Up to bat still is Lindsay Madrigal. On deck, Dakota Krishar. Caitlin Cripps will bat fourth. Batting fifth will be McKenna Pendergrass. Sixth, Callie Fawcett. Seventh, Clarissa Noyes. And then Brooke Mosman is going to bat eighth, and ninth is Kennedy Nelson. I believe the runner was safe, I guess. She ran off the field and maybe just exchanging something, but the runner is safe at second. Now a walk issued by Kate Mackey. So the first two batters are on for Carbon. First and second, nobody out. So they changed the call, is what they did at second base on the steal. There's the pitch swung on. That one is drilled deep to left center field, and that one could go. It is gone, a home run. Carbon leads Manti 3-0 on a Dakota Krishar 3-run homer in the first inning.
Dakota, that's a hot dog home run. Make sure and come on up and get all your hot dog home run certificates after the game.
A 3 RBI home run. And the Dinos lead by a score of 3-0. So that changed call on the steal at second base, really costly. It cost the Templars 1 run on that 3-run homer. Caitlin Cripps will come up to the plate.
At the plate for the Dinos, the catcher number 5, Caitlin Cripps.
So Cripps at bat. For the Lady Dinos. Here's the pitch from Kate Mackey, and that one's low for a ball. Very difficult after a marathon game with your in-county rival, North Sanpete, going to 11 innings of a 7-inning regulation game, winning 12-9 to come into this game and be fresh. There's a shot to the hole, and that's going to be a base hit for the Dinos. So 3 of the first 4 batters reach on base hits. As Kate Mackey is pitching, they may have to switch up here if they don't want to get behind too much too early to this Carbon Dino team. You might see Kiana Progreski check into the game. 3-0 on a 3-run homer by Dakota Krishar from Carbon. Nobody out here in the top of the first inning. Here's the pitch on the way. Kate Mackey outside for a ball. Gunnison Lady Bulldogs have made it to the state championship game of Class 2A, beating Beaver 14-2 in the championship side semifinal. Gunnison will play tomorrow in the championship game. There's a swing and a miss for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes here in the top of the first inning. 3-0 Carbon on a 3-run homer by Dakota Krishar. Then a single by Caitlin Cripps. Now McKenna Pendergrass is at the plate with an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch on the way. Swung on. That one is popped up in the infield. Maddie Cox from second base comes in, makes the catch near the circle, and hands the ball off to the pitcher, Kate Mackey. So 1 out here in the top of the first inning.
With one out,
Manti will have leading off Maddie Cox, Lexi Alder, then Kiana Pogreski. At first base is Caitlin Cripps. One out here in the top of the first. Kate Mackey in the circle. Windmill motion and fires. Swing and a line shot to left field. That one is down. No, it's caught. Great catch in left field by Lexi Nipko. And the out is recorded on McKenna Pendergrass's lacing hit.
Second out brings to the plate the center fielder.
So 2 outs, and Callie Fawcett comes to the plate, the third baseman for Carbon. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed on the Kate Mackey delivery. No balls and a strike. We're at the 3A State Softball Tournament. One-loss bracket elimination game. The winner of this game makes it to the semifinal against the loser of the championship semifinal between Grantsville and Union right now. That is taking place. Here's the pitch. Mackey gets the outside corner and doesn't get the call, though. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Manti designated the home team. Here's the pitch by Kate Mackey with a runner at first base and 2 out. Inside for a ball. Here's the pitch from Kate Mackey and missed the outside corner as Jada Shaw, the catcher, tried to frame it. 3 balls and a strike. 2 outs here. Mackey trying to get out of the inning after surrendering a 3-run home run. Templars down 3-0. Here's the delivery on the way. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. No, actually second strike, excuse me. Callie Fawcett steps back in the box with McKenna Pendergrass at first base. Or check that, Caitlin Cripps at first base. The right-handed hitter looking at the pitch from Mackey. Swing and a slicing shot to right field. Base hit as it drops in. Coming around to third is Caitlin Cripps. She will come around and score as she comes in safely. It's 4-0 Carbon. A double by Callie Fawcett with 2 outs. Scoring all the way from first base was Caitlin Cripps. Clarissa Noyes will be up for the Carbon Dinos. Templars down 4-0 here in the top of the fourth inning. Templars will stay with Kate Mackey momentarily. Batter up is Clarissa Noyes, the center fielder for the Carbon Dinos. Kate Mackey. Here's the pitch on the way. That one's outside for a ball. Oh, crud. What did I do? Oh. Who made the second out? Was it? So Clarissa Noyes gets the double, excuse me. I misinformed you on that. We have 2 outs. What did Fawcett do? Oh, that's right. Here's the pitch and swung on, fouled back into the screen. Here's the pitch from Kate Mackey, the 2-1 delivery with 2 outs inside part of the plate. Ball too far inside. So Brooke Mosman is up to bat for Carbon. Clarissa Noyes just jacked a double to score a run. 4-0 Dinos. Here's the pitch from Kate Mackey. Outside, just got the corner for a strike. 3-1 count with 2 outs on Brooke Mosman. Kennedy Nelson is on deck for Carbon. Here's the delivery. Swing and a foul ball. Out of play. I'd like to welcome our viewers from ETV, Channel 6. Following the Carbon Dinos. Quick shout out to Micah Iverson, man of the hour. Here's the pitch for Manti's Mackey. There's a drilling shot to right field. Caught by Ellie Christensen right at her. She came in and made the grab. That'll end the inning, but not before Carbon gets a 3-run homer from Dakota Krishar and adds another run on a base hit. And the Dinos lead the Templars 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Manti will have up Maddie Cox, Lexi Alder, and Kiana Pogreski when we come back here on Centricom Channel 10.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
Leading off the bottom of the first inning for Manti, the second baseman, number 14, Madison Cox.
Maddie Cox is at the plate to bat for Manti to lead off here, trailing 4-0. First pitch is low and outside, gets past the catcher on a wild pitch. No damage done, though, as it's the leadoff hitter. Maddie Cox for Manti, the left-handed slap hitter. Quick out of that left-handed box. There's the pitch outside for ball 2. Pitching for the Carbon Lady Dinos is Brooke Mosman. We appreciate you joining us on ETV Channel 6 and Centricom Channel 10. There's another pitch outside for ball 3. Oh, they called the strike on the corner. Wow. The Templars' Cox steps back into the left-handed batter's box. Here's the pitch from Mosman. Swing and a slap shot goes to center field. Diving stop not made. It goes to the fence. Cox rounds second, comes to third. She's going to slide in for an easy triple. Going for the gamble was the center fielder diving for the ball. That was Brindley, or check that. That was actually Clarissa Noy. She couldn't make the catch. The ball goes to the fence, and Maddie Cox with a triple to start off the game for Manti. That'll bring up Lexi Alder, the shortstop for Manti, with a runner at third. Carbon leads 4-0 over Manti, largely due to the 3-run homer by Dakota Krishar. Krishar crushing the ball, obviously. There's a pitch. And that's over for, I believe, ball 1. Mosman in the circle with a runner at third, nobody out. Here's the pitch. Lexi Alder, ground ball in the hole between third and short for a base hit. That's an RBI base hit as Maddie Cox will score. It's 4-1 Carbon. Manti cuts into that Dino lead with back-to-back hits, a triple by Maddie Cox and a Lexi Alder single. In the championship game, it's Grantsville leading Union 1-0 in the third inning. 4-1 our score. In to bat is Kiana Progreski. Here's the delivery. That is low for, no, it's right over for a strike, excuse me. Slow call by the home plate umpire. Got to get used to that. Runner at first base is Lexi Alder. Will she go on the pitch? Mosman wheels and deals. Pitch is high, almost got away from the catcher. She throws down to first. Back easily is Lexi Alder. Well, thanks to our silver sponsors, Carl's Jr., Centricom Channel 10, Beaver Medical Clinic, Nephi Federal Credit Union, Central Valley Medical Center, and Azamite, as well as Jones and DeMille Engineering and Juab County presenting Restless Heart in Concert. There's another pitch from Mosman. Off-speed delivery, just a bit outside. Carbon fans wanted that called as a strike. Juab County Fair will have Restless Heart in Concert August 9th. Get your tickets at juabcountyfair.com right now. Bronze sponsor for the broadcast is Beaver Valley Hospital. There's another pitch, and that is ball 3. 3-1 to Kiana Progreski of Manti. On deck is Ellie Christensen, the number 4 hitter, and then Jada Shaw, the catcher. Shaw just hit a walk-off 3-run homer to eliminate North Sanpete in the previous game. There's a swing and a long fly ball for Kiana Progreski. That one is going to be to the fence. And rounding second, going to third, is going to be Lexi Alder. And in for a stand-up double is Kiana Progreski. So the Templars with runners at second and third on a Kiana Progreski double. So 3 Templar batters. We have a triple, a single, and a double. And now a timeout by the Carbon Dinos. That'll bring up Ellie Christensen, the number 4 hitter. One swing of the bat, and Ellie can tie the game. The Gunnison Bulldogs defeated the Beaver Beavers by a score of 14-2 in the 2A state championship side semifinal. So the Gunnison Lady Bulldogs are into the state championship game in Class 2A and will play tomorrow for the 2A state title. Manti Templars trying to fight their way through the elimination bracket to make it into the championship game. They need to beat Carbon here tonight, and then they will play the loser of the Grantsville Union game tomorrow morning. And if they win that game, they're in the championship game. Here's the pitch on the way. That's outside for a ball from Mosman. Throws it back to the pitcher, and the runners at second and third retreat. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. 4-1, Carbon leads Manti. Here's the pitch from Brooke Mosman. Swinging a foul ball. Boy, that was a pitch to hit for Ellie Christensen. She missed it. Fouled it back for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, you can catch all the games for the 2A, 3A state softball tournament streaming live on local10.tv and TV coverage provided by Centricom Channel 10. We're also on ETV Channel 6. Here's the pitch, and Mosman paints the corner for the strike. Got the outside part of the plate for a 1-2 count now on the batter, Ellie Christensen. Here's the pitch for Mosman. Swing and a miss for a strikeout, but the ball is dropped by the catcher. Running to first and making it safely is Christensen. The throw from the catcher is wild. Coming home from third will be Lexi Alder. Kiana Progreski rounds and comes home and tags, and it's a 4-3 game in the first inning. And getting down to second is Ellie Christensen. So a strikeout turns into an error on the throw by the catcher. And down to second, Ellie Christensen, and 2 runs score for Manti. 4-3, Carbon leads here in the bottom of the first inning, and still no one out for the Dinos.
Now batting the catcher, number 8, Jada Shaw.
Now Jada Shaw is in the game, batting. Jada with the tying run at second base with a hit would tie the game up, or just like she did her last at bat, a walk-off home run. This wouldn't be a walk-off, but she could put it over the fence. There's a pitch outside and called strike. I guess they got her swinging. Here's the pitch on the way. Swung on. That one is slapped to right field. It's going to be caught by the right fielder. No tag and run to third. And Jada Shaw is out.
First down brings to the plate the designated player, number 2, Gentry Young.
Gentry Young up to the plate. Doesn't play the field, but bats for Lexi Nipko, who plays left field. 4-3, Carbon leads. There's the off-speed delivery over the plate for a strike on Gentry Young. Tying run is at second in Ellie Christensen. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Carbon 4, Manti 3. Brooke Mosman wheels and fires. Swing and a shot up the middle. Caught by the pitcher, Mosman. And Gentry Young is retired.
With 2 outs, the batter, the center fielder, number 17, Brindley Goulding.
Brindley Goulding will come to the plate now for the Manti Templars, followed by Kate Mackey and then Amy Squire. Here's the pitch by Mosman. Outside corner of the plate, called strike. Throw down to second, not in time as Christensen gets back. Here's the pitch by Brooke Mosman of the Carbon Dinos. Rocks and fires on the outside part of the plate, but ball called maybe a little high for the umpire's liking. Holding up on the swing was Brindley Goulding. Here's the delivery on the way from Mosman. Outside for a ball. Carbon started off the top of the first with a 3-run homer by Dakota Krishar. Added another one after that, led 4-0. Manti has come up. The first 3 batters have hit triple, single, and double for Cox, Alder, and Progreski. There's a shot to center field, and it's going to be caught coming in the center fielder to make the catch. Number 8, Clarissa Noyes. That'll end the Templar threat. The Templars get 3 runs in the bottom half of the inning. It's 4-3 Carbon as we head to the top half of the inning. As the top of the second will come up with Kennedy Nelson, Kelsey Sorensen, and Lindsay Madrigal when we come back on Centricom Channel 10.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Their Feed Grit product, used as a feed ingredient for livestock, is gaining popularity because research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite can be found at your IFA Country Store, Steve Regan stores, or on their website at azomite.com. For more information, visit them on Facebook, Twitter, or the web. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Doctors B. Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Reagan Fales, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioners Robin Horton, Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hollingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options, with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
Leading off the top of the second inning for the Dinos, the left fielder, number 24, Kennedy Nelson.
What did Brooke Mosman do last batter for Carbon? What'd she do last year? What'd she do? She has 9. Okay, thanks. And welcome back. There's the first pitch into Carbon's Kennedy Nelson. Ball 1 from Kate Mackey. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Kennedy Nelson, the number 9 hitter for the Carbon Dinos, then back to the top of the order with Kelsey Sorensen, the second baseman. Here's the Kate Mackey pitch. Swung on, ground ball to Lexi Alder. She dives, can't make it at shortstop, and the base hit is recorded. And a base hit to lead off for the number 9 hitter, Kennedy Nelson. And the top of the order comes up with Kelsey Sorensen.
The merchandise stand will be closing down in just a few minutes, folks. Just for information, the merchandise stand will be closing down.
Kelsey Sorensen is at the plate. Lindy Madrigal will be up next.
Number 1, Kelsey Sorensen.
Left-handed batter at the plate Kelsey Sorensen. Here's the pitch from Mackey outside for a ball. 4-3. Carbon on top. Top of the second inning. Manti in the field and pitching. Leadoff batter is on with a single. Kennedy Nelson at first. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Ground ball to the shortstop. Alder. Error by Alder as she lifts her glove up too soon. The ball squirts through her legs, and we have an error and runners at first and second for Carbon.
Now batting the right fielder, number 8, Lindsay Madrigal.
So Madrigal at the plate. Lindsay. And Lindsay takes the first pitch ball from Kate Mackey. Runners at first and second. Kennedy Nelson led off the inning with a single, then an error by the shortstop, Lexi Alder. There's a shot to center field. Well hit. That one could go. It is caught by the center fielder back at the fence. A great job by the center fielder of the Manti Templars, Brinley Goulding. And Goulding throws it in quickly and keeps the runners at first and second.
First down brings to the plate the first baseman, number 13, Dakota Kershaw.
Dakota Kershaw comes up in the first inning. She hit a 3-run home run. Kate Mackey will remember her as she steps in the circle on the rubber and is ready to go. One out, runners at first and second for the Dinos. There's the pitch, swung on. That one is drilled for a base hit up the middle, rounding third and staying there as the Dinos have the bases loaded on a 2-for-2 night thus far for Dakota Kershaw. So the bases are loaded with Dinos with one out here in the top of the second inning.
Now batting the catcher, number 5, Caitlin Chris.
Kate Mackey struggling to get outs on these Dinos. She hasn't had a lot of help from her defense, at least in this inning. An error has really cost the Templars here. Could have been a double play ball. May have been close, but at least one out. Would have been 2 in the inning, but right now they have 1. Here's the pitch on the way, and that is outside for a ball. Carbon threatening here in the top of the second with 1 out. It's 4-3. They lead by 1. Here's the pitch from Kate Mackey in the circle. Takes her time, windmill motion, fires, and that's high for a ball, high and inside. Well, thanks for joining us. Our gold sponsors for tonight's broadcast, National Vinyl Products and Intermountain Power Service Corporation. Streaming these games live on the internet, local10.tv, and TV coverage on Centricom Channel 10. Gunnison Bulldogs in Class 2A made it to the state championship game with a win 14-2 over the Beaver Beavers in the championship semifinal. Altamont was eliminated in this game by Parowan earlier. North Sanpete was eliminated by Manti in the 3A tournament just about an hour ago by Manti. Here's the pitch from Kate Mackey with the bases loaded. There's a shot, a high fly ball to right field. Ellie Christensen will come in, and she misjudges it. An error on the right fielder. 1 run comes in to score, and everybody else is safe. Ellie Christensen must have lost it in the lights or something because she had a chance to catch that ball easily from this angle. So the error is really hurting Manti's team right now, as Caitlin Cripps
number 7, McKenna Pendergrass.
gets an E9 on base. And the bases are still loaded with Dinos. Now a timeout by the Templars. We'll take a timeout too. We'll be back right after this on Centricom.
You ever look up at the stars and wonder, how do they pack all that taste into these charbroiled sliders that start for just $1? Magic. Charbroiled sliders starting at just $1. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
If you got $5, you could get like 9.96 inches of sandwich. Woo! Or you can get a real meal with a charbroiled double cheeseburger, dog, fries, and a cookie. The $5 All-Star Meals, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
And welcome back once again here on Centricom Channel 10 and ETV Channel 6. The Carbon Dinos lead the Manti Templars 5-3 here with bases loaded and one out in the inning. McKenna Pendergrass at the plate. She popped out to the second baseman in the first inning. Here's the Kate Mackey pitch, and that's outside for a ball. Two errors in the inning for Manti, one by the shortstop, one by the right fielder. And the Dinos inning continues here with one out. It is 5-3. Here's the pitch, and that is an off-speed pitch high for a ball. We'll see how long the Templars go with Kate Mackey here. They had a long game, and she pitched a lot of that game previous to this. She may be tired. Kiana Progreski may be tired as well. We'll see what the Templars decide to do here. Trailing 5-3, I know a big hit by the Dinos may change the complexion of this game, and we may have a pitching change. Mackey throws another ball, though, and now she's 3-0 to the batter, McKenna Pendergrass. This game was scheduled to begin tonight at 6 p.m. We did not get started until there's a pitch and a ball. We started probably about 8:30 or 9, I'm not sure. So we're 3 hours behind. A 8:45 is what we started at, thanks to the help from the UHSAA back there. Fantastic job they've done at this tournament. They've dealt with some horrible weather. Last week rained out, Friday and Saturday. Started with a rain delay and a lightning delay here, putting the 4A games back. And now running some late games here tonight. We'll take a break. Pitching change for the Manti Lady Templars. They trail 6-3 after the walk. We'll be back right after this.
Coming to the Juab County Fairgrounds this August is country group Restless Heart in concert. Get tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Get advance tickets now for Restless Heart in concert at the Juab County Fairgrounds at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, August 9th. Floor seating is just $30. Reserve seating $20. Get your tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Don't miss Restless Heart in concert August 9th in Nephi, Utah. Get tickets at juabcountyfair.com.
My name is Richard Anderson. I'm one of the general surgeons working at Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, Utah. My trajectory was not into surgery at first. I decided to become a research scientist, but I had no opportunity to work with people. Since moving to this area, I have made lasting friends, lifelong friends, and I have enjoyed providing the same sort of quality surgical care that they can obtain in Salt Lake or Provo, but with more prompt and certainly more personal service.
And welcome back here. Centricom Channel 10, Local10.tv. Mike Trena, Levi Naylor, our producer. Manti Templars trailing 6-3 with the bases loaded. A pitching change. Amy Squire comes in to pitch for the Manti Lady Templars. And hard to see who's playing first right now. So Amy Squire comes in to pitch for the Manti Lady Templars. With the bases jammed and one out. 6-3 our score. Dinos with the lead. Squire rocks and fires. Outside, but a little high for a ball. Maybe just high. We're in the second inning, top of the second. The Carbon Dinos started off with a 4-run first inning. They've put across 2 here in the top of the second. Manti put 3 across in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch from Squire. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch on the outside part of the plate, and Callie Fawcett whiffs. Grantsville leading Union 5-0 in that 3A semifinal. Here's the pitch by Amy Squire of Manti. It's a changeup, popped up. First baseman comes in and makes the catch for Manti. Is that Tyra Hermanson at first? I believe it may have been. It's 2 outs.
Number 12, Clarissa Noyes.
So a pop out to the first baseman by Callie Fawcett. Clarissa Noyes at the plate now with 2 down. There's the pitch. That is over for a strike from Amy Squire. 1 more out to get out of this bases loaded jam, and only giving up a couple runs in the inning would be well for the Templars, as it was bases loaded with 1 out. Can the Squire do it? Here's the delivery on the way outside for ball. Throw down to third is not in time. Getting back safely is Dakota Krishar. Krishar's had a great offensive night in this game. 2 for 2 with a home run and a single. Here's the pitch from Squire of Manti. That one's low for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Carbon 6, Manti 3. 1-loss bracket elimination game. Loser done for the year. Winner moves on to the 1-loss bracket semifinal in this double elimination tournament. Here's the pitch on the way. Bunt is shown. The bunt is down. A nice bunt, and the throw home is in time and got her out on the force out. That was a crafty move by Clarissa Noyes to lay that bunt down. No one was expecting it. Tyra Hermanson had to run a long way to get it and throw it home to get the force out, but that ends the inning. 6-3, Carbon leads as we go to the bottom half of the second. Manti will have up at the plate Amy Squire, Maddie Cox, and Lexi Alder. When we come back here on, actually it'll be Kate Mackey, Amy Squire, and Lexi Nipko when we come back here on Centricom Channel 10.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Introducing the Honda Pioneer 1000 with best-in-class 999cc engine and the industry's only 6-speed fully automatic dual-clutch transmission. Check out the Honda Pioneer 1000 at Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Garrett Honda, our family serving your family for over 50 years.
Getting off the bottom of the second inning for the Templars.
You're fired. He had to start the game for you. You're fired.
Number 23, Tyra Hermanson.
Welcome back once again here on Centricom Channel 10. The Manti Templars. First pitch is a strike to Kate Mackey. 6-3 Templars trail here in the bottom of the second. Here's the delivery. That is going to be a ball. I don't believe that's Kate Mackey. My bad. That's Tyra Hermanson. That's right. They made the switch. Kate wasn't pitching anymore, so she's out of the game. Tyra Hermanson would come in and play first base and bat for her. So Mackey is out, Hermanson is in. Hermanson with a 1-ball, 1-strike count, 2-ball, 1-strike count. Here's the delivery, swing and a miss for Hermanson. Mosman with a nice pitch. We appreciate you joining us on ETV Channel 6. Mike Iverson eating a hot dog and popcorn at home, watching it on ETV. Here's the pitch, swing and a line shot to right field base. Oh, it tails just inside the line for a base hit for Tyra Hermanson. Just inside the line, and she gets a base hit.
Coming to the plate, the pitcher, number 12, Amy Squire.
So Hermanson with a leadoff single. And Amy Squire, the number 9 hitter, started off at first base, now playing pitcher, is up to the plate. 6-3 Carbon with the lead. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch from Brooke Mosman. Ooh, wanting that swing and looking at the strike was Amy Squire. Gold sponsors of this broadcast for the tournament, Intermountain Power Service Corporation and National Vinyl Products. Here's the Mosman delivery. Squaring to bunt was Squire, and diving back to first is going to be the runner as the catcher threw down to first base. But getting back safely on the dive was Tyra Hermanson. So no balls, 2 strikes on Amy Squire. Here's the Mosman pitch as she wheels and fires. Hits her. That's a hit by pitch, and runners at first and second for the Templars. So putting the 8 and 9 hitters on base. A single by Tyra Hermanson and hit by pitch.
Second baseman, number 14, Madison Cox.
Amy Squire, and that brings up the top of the order. Maddie Cox, who led off the game with a triple and scored. She's back at the plate. Here's the pitch from Mosman. Over the plate for a called strike. Runners at first and second for the Templars. Here in the bottom of the second inning, trailing by 3. Maddie Cox at the plate. There's a pitch that is through the catcher's legs. The runners will advance, sliding down to third, and safe is Tyra Hermanson. Going to second is Amy Squire. So the Templars, with a pass ball, advance the runners. So now Maddie Cox, with a base hit, could make it a 6-5 game and score 2. Cox with a 1-1 delivery coming from Brooke Mosman of Carbon. The Dino pitcher rocks and fires. That is trying to be framed by the catcher for like 3 seconds. The umpire is going to call it a ball. 2 balls and a strike on Maddie Cox of Manti. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the second. Here's the pitch, high pitch, that's a ball. 3-1 is the count on Maddie Cox. Last games of the day here. Here's the pitch from Mosman. Swing and a slap hit down to the left field side. That's going to get down for a base hit. 1 run for the Templars will score. Another one rounding the base at third. She'll come in and score, and Maddie Cox goes for third. She is out at third base. Gary Cox can't believe the call. Wow. That was a tough call coming in for maybe a appeal to the home plate umpire. Is head coach Susan Hatch. Looked like the runner was in there, but we've got a horrible angle with a reflection off the window and everything else from this distance, so we obviously did not have the angle. But Maddie Cox trying to stretch a double into a triple, her second triple of the game. 2 runs do come in, so it is 6-5 Manti. Well, a call earlier was reversed on a steal called out on a throw from Jada Shaw of Manti to her shortstop, Lexi Alder. The Carbon runner was called out, and then now the second call of the game is changed by the home plate umpire. So now each team has had the benefit of a changed call from the field umpire at a base. And now Maddie Cox is safe at third with her second triple of the game. So that triple scores 2 and still nobody out for the Templars. And up to the plate will be Lexi Alder. Well, you remember that play where Carbon's Kelsey Sorensen tried to steal second. She was gunned down by Jada Shaw at second. They called her out. She went to the dugout. Then the umpires talked, and they changed the call to make her safe. That was important because the next batter up was Dakota Krishar jacking a 3-run homer, which included Kelsey Sorensen on the base path. So that cost the Templars a run. Here a call is reversed, and now Maddie Cox stays at third base after she was called out. Here's the pitch by Mosman. On the way, Lexi Alder drills a shot to left field, and we're tied at 6 as Maddie Cox will come in. So each team has a changed call that results in a run, and the Templars have tied the game at 6 with Lexi Alder with an RBI single. So both Maddie Cox and Lexi Alder are 2 for 2 in the game. Maddie Cox is 2 for 2 with 2 triples and 2 RBIs. Lexi Alder is 2 for 2 with an RBI. And that one tied the game at 6-6. Now up is Kiana Pogreski. Here's the delivery from Mosman. That one is over the plate for a ball. 6-6 our score here in the bottom of the second inning of a 7-inning game. Here's the pitch, high for ball 2. If you're able to watch this game at home on Centricom Channel 10 and Local10.tv or ETV, feel fortunate you don't have to be here at the ball field. It's been a long day, and it was supposed to be a short day. Started at 2 p.m., was supposed to start at 2 p.m., started late at 3:30. And we've been put behind by an 11-inning game by Manti and North Sanpete. A half-hour to 45-minute protest by Grand when they lost to Carbon 9-4. That took place at the same time as the 11-inning game between Manti and North Sanpete. So both these teams ended their games about the same time. And we've been put behind schedule by that setup of the rain delay, lightning delay, and then, of course, the extra inning game and the protest by Grand. Grand lost that game 9-4. 6-6 here with a 3-2 count now on the next batter for Manti, Kiana Pogreski. Here's the delivery. That one is low for a ball, and runners at first and second for Manti. Still nobody out in the inning.
Now batting the right fielder, number 11, Ellie Christensen.
Approaching 10 o'clock Mountain Time. Here's the pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball to the shortstop. Fires it over to the third baseman, makes the catch and tags the bag for the out, getting the lead runner for the first out of the inning. So the lead runner is out.
First out brings to the plate the catcher, number 8, Jada Shaw.
Lexi Alder is thrown out on a 6-5 ground ball play and a put out. Going to second, Kiana Pogreski. On the fielder's choice, Ellie Christensen is on, and now Jada Shaw, the catcher, I believe, is up. Jada Shaw flew out to the right fielder last time. Now she hits a ground ball to the second baseman. There's a double play ball, tags the runner, and the throw to first is out. We're tied at 6 as Carbon's second baseman makes a fantastic defensive play on ETV Channel 6. What a play by Kelsey Sorensen. Tags the runner going from first to second, and then throws the runner out at first. She tagged Ellie Christensen out and throws Jada Shaw out for the DP. 6-6 our score as we head to the top of the third inning for the Dinos. Brooke Mosman, Kennedy Nelson, and Kelsey Sorensen when we come back on Centricom Channel 10 and ETV Channel 6.
I'm Reed Skinner. I'm an OBGYN, recently transferred here to Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi. I'm excited to bring to Nephi the experience and the training that I've had in helping to take care of women through all stages of life, from low risk to high risk pregnancies or infertility, family planning, all the way to postmenopause and the management of that time frame. I also specialize in minimally invasive surgery. I'm excited to be here in Nephi and partnering with Central Valley Medical Center, providing the best possible care we can for women through all stages of life.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
Leading off the top of the third inning for the Dinos, the pitcher number 11, Brooks Mosman.
Welcome back once again. Mike Trina, Levi Naylor on the production as the Manti Lady Templars are taking on the Carbon Lady Dinos. Each team has scored 6 runs. We're in the top of the third inning. Carbon at the plate. Here's the pitch, swung on, ground ball. In the hole, picked up by Alder, fired to first in time, is it? No, she's safe. A good stretch by Tyra Hermanson. The throw in the hole deep by Lexi Alder looked good, but beating it out on the throw was Brooke Mosman. Kennedy Nelson will be at the plate now, with the leadoff batter on for the Dinos. And Mosman will have a speed-up runner, I'm sure. (9:57) Mountain Time on Friday, May 18th here on Centricom Channel 10, ETV Channel 6. Our producer at Centricom Channel 10 is passing the buck to Micah Iverson at ETV Channel 6 to pay the overtime of this broadcast for all the talent and producer. So Levi Naylor and myself, Mike Trina, will be getting double pay from Micah Iverson from ETV Channel 6, which means we'll be making $2 an hour. Thanks, Micah. 6-6 our score. Now the coaches are talking to the umpire. And they had a runner that was a speed-up runner, which is normal for a pitcher. But they've taken a little extra time in doing that, and the Templars have had to throw the ball around the horn a little bit to keep the players loose. Just waiting any time for a text from Mike Iverson giving me the negatory on that. 6-6 our score. Now we're back to action. There's the pitch, and the throw back to first is not in time. Getting back to first base is Brooke Mosman's speed-up runner. At least I have proof now from Mike Iverson that I'm making double pay. He's texted me, yeah, right. That's the affirmative. Holds up in a court of law. It's late. The announcers talk about anything they want to this late when you've been here for extra inning games and been here since 2 o'clock. It's been about 8 hours. 1 o'clock, yeah, you're right. Levi Naylor explaining things to me. And now we have another stoppage in play, as you can see on our TV screen, as we have coaches talking to umpires. This must be the field of protests. You've heard of the field of dreams. This is the field of protests on field number 4, as now we have another stoppage in play and officials conversing. We'll take a break here on ETV Channel 6 and Centricom Channel 10, an indefinite break.
National Vinyl Products of Nephi has been a part of Juab County since 2004. The management and staff take pride in supporting the students of Juab High School in the game and in the classroom. The company manufactures high-quality vinyl fencing for a host of uses around the state. If you're 18 years of age and would like to join the workforce at National Vinyl Products in Nephi, please send an email to jobs@nvpfence.com. That's jobs@nvpfence.com. The entire staff and crew at National Vinyl Products wish the Wasps the best of luck this season.
Our team works hard to shape the quality of life wherever we live and work. These values allow our team to be the go-to source for rural entities.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, visit jonesanddemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center, where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Their Feed Grit product, used as a feed ingredient for livestock, is gaining popularity because research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite can be found at your IFA Country Store, Steve Regan stores, or on their website at azomite.com. For more information, visit them on Facebook, Twitter, or the web. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Drs. B. Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Reagan Fales, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioners Robin Horton, Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hollingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options, with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
You ever look up at the stars and wonder, how do they pack all that taste into these charbroiled sliders that start for just $1? Magic. Charbroiled sliders starting at just $1. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
If you got $5, you could get like 9.96 inches of sandwich. Woo! Or you can get a real meal with a charbroiled double cheeseburger, dog, fries, and a cookie. The $5 All-Star Meals, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Coming to the Juab County Fairgrounds this August is country group Restless Heart in concert. Get tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Get advance tickets now for Restless Heart in concert at the Juab County Fairgrounds at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, August 9th. Floor seating is just $30. Reserve seating $20. Get your tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Don't miss Restless Heart in concert August 9th in Nephi, Utah. Get tickets at juabcountyfair.com.
My name is Richard Anderson. I'm one of the general surgeons working at Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, Utah. My trajectory was not into surgery at first. I decided to become a research scientist, but I had no opportunity to work with people. Since moving to this area, I have made lasting friends, lifelong friends, and I have enjoyed providing the same sort of quality surgical care that they can obtain in Salt Lake or Provo, but with more prompt and certainly more personal service.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Introducing the Honda Pioneer 1000 with best-in-class 999cc engine and the industry's only 6-speed fully automatic dual-clutch transmission. Check out the Honda Pioneer 1000 at Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Garrett Honda, our family serving your family for over 50 years.
I'm Reed Skinner. I'm an OBGYN, recently transferred here to Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi. I'm excited to bring to Nephi the experience and the training that I've had in helping to take care of women through all stages of life, from low risk to high risk pregnancies or infertility, family planning, all the way to postmenopause and the management of that time frame. I also specialize in minimally invasive surgery. I'm excited to be here in Nephi and partnering with Central Valley Medical Center, providing the best possible care we can for women through all stages of life.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
Welcome back to action here after that long delay from the umpire's discussion. 6-6 our score here in the top of the third. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be low. The runner goes to second. Easily stolen base there as the ball was dug out of the dirt by Jada Shaw. And Brooke Mosman is at second in scoring position with nobody out. At the plate is Kennedy Nelson. Brooke Mosman has a speed-up runner at first base. She wasn't running. She did have the single to get on, though. Here's the pitch from Amy Squire in the circle. That one's over for a strike, I believe. It is. On deck is Kelsey Sorensen and Lindsay Madrigal in the hole. 6-6 is our score. Carmen with the leading run at second base. There's a pop-up to left center field. That one's going to be caught, and the throw to second not in time. Diving back. And safely is the runner for Carbon. Nice catch by Lexi Nipko on the Kennedy Nelson fly ball.
The batter at the top of the lineup, the second baseman, number 1, Kelsey Sorensen.
Kelsey Sorensen comes up to the plate. She is 1 for 2 in the game. She scored as she reached on an error in the second. So Sorensen at the plate, the left-handed batter with a runner at second base with 1 out. Tied at 6 with Manti. Templar pitcher Amy Squire wheels and deals. Swing and a ground ball to the second baseman. Maddie Cox fields it, fired to first, out. Hermanson grabs it, throws to third, and then blocking it nicely was Kiana Progreski. Otherwise, that ball gets by and a run scores. The runner back easily. And 2 outs in the inning.
Batter the right fielder, number 8, Lindsay Madrigal.
Lindsay Madrigal in there. She is 0 for 1, flew out to the center fielder in the second inning. Reached on a walk in the first and scored. 6-6 our score. The leading run is at third for Carbon with 2 strikes, or 1 strike there and 2 outs. And strike 1 is called on Lindsay Madrigal. Dakota Krishar, who's 2 for 2, is on deck. Don't want her at the plate when there's runners in scoring position. She's been deadly in this game. Here's the pitch, swinging a ground ball to the third baseman, fielded there by Progreski. Throw to first is low, dug out by Tyra Hermanson for the out. And the Templars get out of the inning unscathed. 6-6 our score as we head to the bottom of the third for Manti, Gentry Young, Brindley Goulding, and Tyra Hermanson when we come back here on Centricom Channel 10.
National Vinyl Products of Nephi has been a part of Juab County since 2004. The management and staff take pride in supporting the students of Juab High School in the game and in the classroom. The company manufactures high-quality vinyl fencing for a host of uses around the state. If you're 18 years of age and would like to join the workforce at National Vinyl Products in Nephi, please send an email to jobs@nvpfence.com. That's jobs@nvpfence.com. The entire staff and crew at National Vinyl Products wish the Wasps the best of luck this season.
Our team works hard to shape the quality of life wherever we live and work. These values allow our team to be the go-to source for rural entities.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
And welcome back here on the Centricom Channel 10, Mid-Utah's leader in sports coverage. Mike Trena, Levi Naylor with you. Barrett Hilton is running things here, working feverishly to keep things going. Unlike Mike Iverson, who's sitting at home eating popcorn and drinking a soda and watching the game. Well, we welcome you back here on ETV Channel 6 and Centricom Channel 10, our coverage of the 3A State Softball Tournament from the Spanish Fork Softball Complex. Our gold sponsors, Intermountain Power Service Corporation and National Vinyl Products. Silver sponsors, Carl's Jr., Centricom Channel 10, Beaver Medical Clinic, Nephi Federal Credit Union, Central Valley Medical Center, Azomite, Jones & DeMille Engineering, and Juab County. Presenting Restless Heart at the Juab County Fair this August. Get your tickets right now at juabcountyfair.com. And our bronze sponsor is Beaver Valley Hospital. Leadoff pitch, and Gentry Young hits the ball right back to the pitcher Mosman, who throws her out at first base. So 1 pitch, 1 swing, and 1 out. So that'll bring up Brindley Goulding of the Manti Templars. She is 0 for 1, flying out to the center fielder back in the first inning. On deck is Tyra Hermanson, who's 1 for 1 with a run scored. We're tied at 6 here in the bottom of the third inning. Here's the delivery. That's over for a strike from Brooke Mosman. All the games being streamed live at Local10.tv for this state tournament for 2A and 3A. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing on an off-speed delivery and fouled back by the Templars. Brindley Goulding. Games also on Centricom Channel 10 TV and ETV following the Carbon Dinos. Here's the pitch. That one is outside. ETV also following the Grand Red Devils, who were just eliminated by the Carbon Dinos in the last game before this one on ETV Channel 6. 6-6 our score here in the third inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and a ground ball to the second baseman. Fielded there. Thrown to first for the out. Nice play by the second baseman there. That, of course, was Kelsey Sorensen firing it over to the first baseman, Dakota Krishar. So Brinley Goulding grounds out to the second baseman, and that'll bring up Tyra Hermanson. Tyra Hermanson, the number 8 hitter. Amy Squire on deck, the number 9 hitter. Tyra singled her last time up and scored. Here's the first pitch by Mosman, ball 1. Grantsville leading Union on the championship semifinal 9-1 right now in the 5th inning. So Grantsville well on their way to that state championship game. Union will drop down if the score holds in the 6th inning. And they will play in the elimination bracket game against the winner of this game. Here's the delivery from Mosman. That one is low for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. See Mr. Mackey from Manti wrapped up in a blanket, looking like a Jedi with that bald head sticking out. He's awesome. Love the guy. He's always at the snow basketball games, taking care of things, setting up, cleaning up. He's an awesome guy, Mr. Mackey. But it looks like a Jedi tonight. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for a strike. Tyra Hermanson at the plate with a 3-2 count. 2 outs in the inning. 6-6 our score here in the bottom of the third between Carbon and Manti. Here's the delivery. Mosman gets her to foul it into the dirt. .10:16 in the evening here. Mountain Time. Brooke Mosman of Carbon with the pitch. High and outside for ball 4. Tyra Hermanson draws a 2-out walk. Up to the bat is the number 9 hitter, Amy Squire. So that'll at least get the Templars to the top of the order to begin the bottom of the 4th inning if Amy Squire can't get on here. Maddie Cox on deck. She's 2 for 2 with 2 triples and 2 RBIs. And 2 runs scored. Here's the pitch. And cocking was Amy Squire to jack that ball. She held up and takes the strike. Throw down to first. Runner back in time. In Tyra Hermanson. Levi Naylor getting the overtime work here at Centricom Channel 10 as our producer, running the spots and flipping the cameras for us. Appreciate his work. Here's the delivery on the way. Swing and a high fly ball, but that's driven well foul by Amy Squire. Amy Squire working the circle for the Templars in relief of Kate Mackey, the Jedi's daughter. .6 our score here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch, swung on. That one is shot foul. Line drive shot into the screen, first base side. Staying alive is Amy Squire. Here's the pitch from Brooke Mosman of Carbon. Swing and a ground ball to the third baseman in the hole for a base hit for Amy Squire. Templars with a 2-out rally going here. First and second. And back to the top of the order with Maddie Cox. And if she does what she normally does, she'll hit a triple here and 2 runs will come in. She's 2 for 2 with 2 triples, 2 runs scored, and 2 RBIs, Maddie Cox.
Coming to replace the top of the lineup, the second baseman, number 14, Madison Cox.
So Maddie Cox, the left-handed slap hitter, will come in to bat. And we have a stoppage in play here, as we probably have a speed-up runner for Amy Squire as she is pitching. Nice base hit for Amy between third and short. And there's a throw back over to first base. One ball on the pitch to Maddie Cox. Here's the pitch for Mosman. Swing and a ground ball by Maddie Cox to the first baseman. Easy out as she runs over, tags the bag. And that'll end the inning for the Manti Templars. No runs on one hit, no errors, and the Templars strand two. And we go to the top half of the fourth inning with the Carbon Dinos and Manti Templars locked up at 6 apiece. Coming up for the Dinos, it'll be Dakota Crushar, Caitlin Cripps, and McKenna Pendergrass when we come back on Centricom Channel 10 and ETV Channel 6.
The Templars in the bottom.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
For the Dinos, the first base.
And welcome back, Mike Trena, Levi Naylor with you on ETV Channel 6 and Centricom Channel 10. Local 10.tv streaming all the games for the 2A and 3A state softball tournament. And, of course, we'll have the championship games on tap for you tomorrow. So join us for that. Here's the pitch by Amy Squire. Pitch, swinging a ground ball. Cutting across as Progreski fields the ball. The third baseman throws to first for the out. And retired is Dakota Crushar. I believe that was Crushar.
With one out, the batter to the catcher, number
and
5.
the top of the fourth starts out with a ground out to the third baseman. Last two putouts are by Kiana Progreski. She ended the third inning on a ground ball by Lindsay Madrigal that she threw out to first. Swing and a shot foul over the third base line fence. Foul, out of play. Here's the pitch by the Templar hurler, Amy Squire. One out here in the top of the fourth, tied at 6 with Carbon. Here's the delivery on the way. That one is in there, low for a ball on the pitch to Caitlin Cripps. Here's the delivery from the hip in the circle from Squire of Manti. That one bounces in the dirt for a ball. Nobody on here in the top of the fourth. Caitlin Cripps with one out at the plate. On deck, McKenna Pendergrass. Amy Squire of Manti. Foot on the rubber. Delivers the pitch. That is low for a ball. 3 balls and 1 strike on the Carbon batter, Caitlin Cripps. Fellow Dino McKenna Pendergrass will bat next, and then Callie Fawcett, if necessary, with one out here in the top of the fourth. The winner of this game moves to the semifinal against either Union or Grantsville, likely Union. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Had the batter fooled. 9-1, Grantsville leads in the 7th inning. So it'll likely be Union against the winner of this game. Amy Squire with a 3-2 pitch on Caitlin Cripps of the Dinos. Here it comes. Swing and a ground ball. Foul. Third base line. Just foul. Here's the batter stepping back into the box. Caitlin Cripps back into the box with a 3-2 count with 1 out. Amy Squire of Manti, the pitcher for the Templars, will wheel and deal. That one's high for ball 4. So a 1-out walk issued by Amy Squire to Caitlin Cripps, and that'll bring up McKenna Pendergrass in the game, who is 0 for 1 with a walk.
At the plate for Carbon, the shortstop number 7, McKenna Pendergrass.
So McKenna Pendergrass in there in a 6-6 game with the leading run at first base. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. Pendergrass wanted that one, did not get it though on the pitch from Squire. Here's the pitch coming from Squire. On the way. Swing and a foul ball on the off-speed delivery. Strike 2. Well, in the NHL playoffs, the Vegas Golden Knights have defeated the Winnipeg Jets 3-2 to lead that series 3-1. First time I've ever seen a franchise expansion team make it to the NHL Finals. They're 1 win away. There's a shot to the second baseman. Base hit for the Dinos. Running around to the third base is the Carbon player, drew the walk, Caitlin Cripps. So Cripps is at third, and a single by Pendergrass. So Carbon threatening now.
Coming to the plate, the third baseman, number 9, Callie Fawcett.
And now up to bat for the Carbon Dinos is Callie Fawcett with 1 out. Templars would like to keep this a tie ball game here in the top of the 4th, but right now they have runners at the corners with 1 out. And Amy Squire in the circle, pitching to Callie Fawcett, who's 0 for 2 in the game. Here's the delivery, low for a ball. Nice block by Jada Shaw to keep it in front of her, and the runners stay. Callie Fawcett popped out to the first baseman in the 2nd inning, lined out to the left fielder on a well-hit ball, back in the 1st. The right-handed batter steps in. Here comes the pitch from Squire. That one is low for another ball. The runner goes to second, cut off by the second baseman, Maddie Cox, but the runner at third stays. So now a stolen base by the Dinos gives them second and third. With only 1 out, a base hit could score 2. We're in the top of the 4th inning of this 7-inning scheduled ball game. Templars hopefully don't have the extra inning bug. They played an 11-inning thriller against their cross-county rival North Stampede and beat them on a walk-off 3-run homer by Jada Shaw, 12-9 in the bottom of the 11th. That one took forever to play. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss on the Amy Squire delivery. 2 balls and 1 strike with 1 out. Squire could use a strikeout here. She needs 2 more strikes, but she had the batter fooled on that pitch. From the circle, wheeling and firing is Amy Squire. Swinging a ground ball, that's going to get almost through. Maddie Cox makes a great play to throw to first for the out, but the run will score and Carbon takes the lead as coming in is Caitlin Cripps. So an RBI sacrifice ground ball by Callie Fawcett. But a great play on a well-hit ball by Maddie Cox at second for Manti. Great defense there to get the second out of the inning. But the Templars go down 7-6. Here's the Squire pitch. And Clarissa Noyes looks at ball number 1. Runner at third base now is McKenna Pendergrass. In a 7-6 game in favor of Carbon. There's the pitch, and that one is over for a strike from Amy Squire. 1 ball, 1 strike on Pendergrass on deck. Or check that, my bad. It's Noyes at the plate. Pendergrass is at third, as I said. Clarissa Noyes has a 1-1 count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That's a high and inside off-speed delivery for a ball. On deck is Brooke Mosman. And Brooke actually batted last inning and hit a single. Amy Squire looks at Jada Shaw. She rocks, she fires. High and outside for a ball. 3 balls and a strike. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Carbon leading Manti in this elimination game 7-6. Here's the pitch from the Carbon hurler. That's going to be the Manti hurler, Squire, and she walks Clarissa Noyes. So 2 walks in the inning issued by Amy Squire. And runners at the corners for Carbon. Brooke Mosman back up to the plate. She's 1 for 2 with a single in the 3rd inning. This Carbon team knocked out the heavily favored North Sanpete Hawks 15-14 in the 2nd day of the tournament, round 2. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball from Amy Squire. They just outscored the highly scoring North Sanpete Hawks by a score of 15-14. Then Manti knocked out North Sanpete in the elimination bracket the game prior to this one, 12-9 in 11 innings. Here's the pitch, and Squire low for another ball. And the Templars may be looking at another pitching change as Squire's kind of lost control in this 4th inning. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Carbon looking to knock out both Sanpete teams from the tournament here. Beating North Sanpete on the first day to give them their first loss. There's a shot to right field. That one's going to drop for a base hit. And another run will score for the Carbon Dinos. Runner will roll to third, and she'll hold up there. So 1st and 3rd. And the Dinos lead 8-6 with a 2-out rally going. Brooke Mosman with another base hit RBI.
Coming to the plate, the left fielder, number 24, Kennedy Nelson.
So Brooke Mosman now 2 for 3 in the game with an RBI, and now Kennedy Nelson comes up to the plate. She's 1 for 2 in the game with a run scored. Templars down 8-6 to the Carbon Dinos. Templars the home team, so they will come up to bat in the 4th inning. The bottom half, they will have Lexi Alder, Kiana Progreski, and Ellie Christensen. They're 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Or they're 2, 3, and 4 hitters, excuse me. Amy Squire on the mound still, or in the circle rather, on the rubber. Delivers. That's over for a strike call. Nice pitch by Squire. Thanks for joining us for our broadcast here on Centricom Channel 10, Local 10.TV, Intermountain Power Service Corporation, National Vinyl Products, our gold sponsors. Here's the pitch from Squire of Manti, high for a ball. Talk about a high-scoring, long game to wrap up the night. We've got it here. 14 runs scored in the first 3.5 innings. Here's the delivery. Swing and a pop-up. First base side, the second baseman, Maddie Cox, goes over and makes the catch to finally end the inning. The Dinos get 2 runs in the inning on 2 hits. We'll be back after this as Centricom Channel 10 ETV is going to go to break with Carbon leading Manti 8-6 coming up for the Templars. Lexi Alder, Kiana Pereski, and Ellie Christensen when we come back.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Their Feed Grit product, used as a feed ingredient for livestock, is gaining popularity because research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite can be found at your IFA Country Store, Steve Regan stores, or on their website at azomite.com. For more information, visit them on Facebook, Twitter, or the web. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports UAB High School athletics.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Doctors B. Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Reagan Fales, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioners Robin Horton, Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hollingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options, with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
Reading off the bottom of the fourth for Manti.
Here's the first pitch in the bottom of the fourth, and that is over in an 8-6 game. Carbon leads as they put up 2 runs in the top of the fourth. Here in the bottom of the fourth, Lexi Alder has a 1-0 count from Brooke Mosman. Here's the delivery. Lexi swings and a ground ball to the third baseman, fielded foul. And coming back to the plate to bat again with a 2-strike count. Maybe the first strike there, Lexi Alder. Lexi is 2 for 2 in the game with an RBI. There's a pitch, and that is over for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Last game of the night as Grantsville has beaten Union 11-1. In the semifinal of the championship side, Lexi Alder drills one to left field. That one is down for a base hit. Lexi rounds first, heads to second. The throw comes in. She is gunned down, out. What a throw by the left fielder. Gunning her down and out was the left fielder, Kennedy Nelson. So Lexi Alder gets a single and tries to stretch it into a double and is gunned down for the out. Kiana Pogreski will come to the plate with nobody on.
Number 6, Kiana Pogreski.
Well, they say the lights automatically go off at 11 o'clock here, so we have till 11 o'clock is what I heard from the grounds crew. So this game has to get over in the next 23 minutes. Is that wishful thinking from the announcer? That may be. 8-6 Carbon lead. Nobody on for Manti. 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth inning at the plate. Kiana Pogreski, she drills one to center field. That's going to be a fly out for the center fielder for 2 outs. Making the catch in center field was Clarissa Noyes.
Second out brings to the plate the right fielder, number 11, Ellie Christensen.
Ellie Christensen comes to the plate. Manti not doing well with their 2-3 hitters. Now we're to the 4 hitter, Ellie Christensen. She is 0 for 2 in the game. Reached on a fielder's choice in the second inning and then was struck out in the first inning, but then made it to first and to second on a drop ball and then a bad throw to first from the catcher. 8-6 our score. Carbon leads. Nobody on for Manti, and the left-handed hitter, Ellie Christensen. No. What do we got here? Is that Ellie? Well, got the glare on the window. Ellie bats from the right side, but we've got a left-handed batter up there. I'm not sure if she's a switch hitter or not. That doesn't look like. That doesn't look like Lexi or Ellie. Cassidy Alder is batting. That's who it is. There's a pitch, swinging a ground ball to the third baseman. Throw to first is in time for the out. The Templars go down 1, 2, and 3. We go to the top half of the fifth inning. Carbon leading Manti 8-6. We'll be back after this.
You ever look up at the stars and wonder, how do they pack all that taste into these charbroiled sliders that start for just $1? Magic. Charbroiled sliders starting at just $1. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
If you got $5, you could get like 9.96 inches of sandwich. Woo! Or you can get a real meal with a charbroiled double cheeseburger, dog, fries, and a cookie. The $5 All-Star Meals, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Coming to the Juab County Fairgrounds this August is country group Restless Heart in concert. Get tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Get advance tickets now for Restless Heart in concert at the Juab County Fairgrounds at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, August 9th. Floor seating is just $30. Reserve seating $20. Get your tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Don't miss Restless Heart in concert August 9th in Nephi, Utah. Get tickets at juabcountyfair.com.
And welcome back again, Mike Traina, broadcasting live here from the Spanish Fork Softball Complex in Spanish Fork, Utah. 3A State Softball Tournament, last game of the night. Everyone else is finished. We're continuing in the top of the fifth inning as the Carbon Dinos lead 8-6 over Manti, and they will have at the plate right now Kelsey Sorensen at the plate. Here is the pitch on the way. And that is low and outside in the dirt for a ball from Amy Squire. There's a pitch and ball one for the batter. 8-6, Carbon leads. Here's the delivery from Amy Squire of Manti. Swung on, that one shot to left field, but tailing foul down the left field line. Fifth inning, we're at 8-6, Carbon leads. Carbon has had a surprising season here in the tournament. They've played well. They've knocked off some teams in this tournament. Juab Wasps. They've knocked off the North Sanpete Hawks. Now leading the Manti Templars 8-6. Came from behind to beat Grand in the last game. There's a swing and a ground ball right to the second baseman, Maddie Cox. Throw to first. Out is the leadoff batter, Kelsey Sorensen. That'll bring up Lindsay Madrigal. Lindsay is 0 for 2, grounding out to the third baseman in the third inning, flying out to the center fielder in the second, and drawing a walk in the first and scoring on a 3-run homer by Dakota Krishar. Here's the pitch on the way from Squire. That is going to be high for a ball. Games will start, I believe, at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning here at the Spanish Fork Softball Complex. There's a drilling shot, base hit up the middle. On the shot by Lindsay Madrigal.
Coming to replace the first baseman, number 13, Dakota Krishar.
And now the ever-dangerous Dakota Krishar is at the plate. Hit a home run in the first inning, singled in the second inning, and grounded out to the third baseman in the fourth inning. So she's 2 for 3 in the game with 3 RBIs. Amy Squire with a runner at first and 1 out. Pitching for Manti here in the top of the 5th. 8-6 our score. There's a high pitch outside for a ball. Thanks for joining us on ETV Channel 6 and Centricom Channel 10 for our live coverage of the 3A State Softball Tournament at 10:44 at night. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ground ball. Hard hit to the second baseman. Throw to first and out. Gets the runner at first 2 outs, but the runner at first advances to second in Lindsay Madrigal. So a 4-3 put out for Dakota Krishar, and Caitlin Cripps comes to the batter's box. She is 1 for 2 in the game with a single in the first and scoring. Reaching on an error by the right fielder in the second, being stranded, and then walking in the fourth and scoring. Now she bats against Amy Squire with 2 outs in the inning and a runner in scoring position at second base. These Dinos have scored well with 2 outs. See if they can do it again here. Leading by 2, 8-6 over Manti. Here's the Amy Squire delivery. High for ball 1. Top of the 5th. Mike Traina, Levi Naylor with you. Bringing you live coverage of this game on ETV6 and Centricom Channel 10. Here's the Amy Squire delivery. That is low for a ball. The Templars in a marathon 11-inning game with the North Sanpete Hawks. The 2 Sanpete County rivals going to the bottom of the 11th inning. Manti was down 9-7 going into the inning. They end up winning on a walk-off 3-run homer by Jada Shaw, 12-9, to knock out the Hawks from this 3A state tournament. Here's the delivery from Amy Squire. Swing, ground ball, third base side, rolls foul for Caitlin Cripps. Runner at second, Lindsay Madrigal retreats. Thanks again to our gold sponsors, Intermountain Power Service Corporation and National Vinyl Products. So Grantsville into the championship game for the 3A girls. Gunnison into the 3A championship for the 2A girls. Battling it out tomorrow in the 2A will be Enterprise and Beaver. In the 1-loss bracket to have the right to play Gunnison for the championship. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, called strike from Amy Squire. Painting the corner was Amy. Two-two count with 2 outs. On the batter, Caitlin Cripps. Amy Squire trying to strike her out and get in for the Templars. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That one is popped up to right field. Does it stay fair? It looks like it heads foul. And coming back to the plate will be Cripps. So the 2 Southern Region teams in Class 2A softball, Beaver and Enterprise, will play off. They've already played off twice this season, and I believe they split. Now they'll play for a chance to stay alive in the state tournament and a berth into the championship game to take on the Gunnison Bulldogs for 2A. Grantsville awaiting the winner of Union and the winner of this game. They will play off tomorrow morning. Here's the pitch in the dirt, and advancing to third is the runner as Jada Shaw couldn't keep it in front of her. And now Lindsay Madrigal is at third base. Caitlin Cripps with a 2-2 count with 2 outs. Now a runner just 60 feet away from giving them a 3-run lead. Another 2-out rally in the works for Carbon. Can Amy Squire of Manti shut it down from the circle? Here's the pitch on the way from Squire. Swinging a line drive off of Amy Squire's leg to the second baseman. Throw by Maddie Cox to first and out, but Amy Squire is down. And Maddie Cox, after throwing the out to first and ending the inning, will run over and check on her pitcher. She took a line drive shot off the thigh, may have been off the knee, and she is still down, folks. 8-6. The Carbon Dinos don't get any runs in that inning, but we go to the bottom of the fifth. Manti trailing by 2, 8-6. Up next will be Jada Shaw, Gentry Young, and Brindley Goulding. But right now, the Manti coaching staff attending to Amy Squire, who took that line drive shot from Caitlin Cripps off the left leg. We'll take a break here on Centricom Channel 10, Local10.tv, and ETV Channel 6 as the crowd gives Amy Squire a hand as she walks off unassisted. We'll be back after this.
My name is Richard Anderson. I'm one of the general surgeons working at Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, Utah. My trajectory was not into surgery at first. I decided to become a research scientist, but I had no opportunity to work with people. Since moving to this area, I have made lasting friends, lifelong friends, and I have enjoyed providing the same sort of quality surgical care that they can obtain in Salt Lake or Provo, but with more prompt and certainly more personal service.
High-speed Wi-Fi. Not quite as important as running water in your home, but close. Centricom powers your Wi-Fi network with consistent speeds to keep all your gadgets going strong. Streaming video players, laptops, tablets, even smartphones, so you're never stuck with those big cell data charges. And talk about value. Just pick your speed and keep the Wi-Fi flowing in your home at a great low price. Upgrade your internet today. Call or visit Centricom.com to learn more.
Trying to figure out who's waiting for who, man.
Hey, at least you're not right in front of the window. That's true story.
Yeah, keep it quiet or you're fired.
Leading off the bottom of the fifth with the catcher, number 8, Jada Shaw.
Here's the pitch, and that one is a ball one. Manti at the plate right now, trailing 8-6 to the Carbon Dinos. Bottom half, Jada Shaw leads off, the Manti catcher. Gentry Young on deck, Brindley Goulding in the hole. There's the second pitch, that is over for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike from Brooke Mosman. Bottom of the fifth inning. 8-6 Carbon leads. Here's the pitch, swung on, a slow roller to second baseman. She fields it, she pitches it over with the glove, and the out is recorded. Fantastic play by Kelsey Sorensen, a little gem defensively as she tosses it with the glove after she picked it up. Doesn't use the bare hand at all, and flips it to Dakota Krishar for the out.
The first out brings to the plate the designated player, number 2, Gentry Young.
Gentry Young, 0 for 2 in the game, lined out to the pitcher and grounded out to the pitcher her first 2 times up. There's a pitch over the plate for strike 1. Here's the second pitch of the at-bat. Swung on, ground ball to the third baseman, fielded there, throw all the way to the first, and that is an out. Great play by the third baseman, Callie Fawcett. Gentry Young is retired. Manti went 1-2-3 in the fourth inning. And now in danger of going 1-2-3 in the fifth inning. All their runs scored in the first 2 innings. Carbon has spread theirs out over the first, second, and fourth. Here's the pitch. Over the corner for a strike for Brooke Mosman. Brindley Goulding at the dish. She's 0 for 2, grounded out to the second baseman in the third inning and flew out to the center fielder back in the first to end the inning. Tyra Hermanson on deck. There's a pitch. Ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. 8-6, Carbon leads Manti. Loser's season is over. Winner moves on to play Union in the 1-loss bracket semifinal. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. Slow roller fielded there by Fawcett. Or check that, thrown to first by the second baseman Kelsey Sorensen, and the out is recorded as Krishar makes the grab. Manti goes 1-2-3 for the second inning in a row. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Or 6th inning, excuse me. Yes, we're that far already, folks. Top of the 6th, it'll be the Carbon Dinos, McKenna Pendergrass, Callie Fawcett, and Clarissa Noyes up to bat when we return on Centricom Channel 10 and ETV.
No runs, no hits, no errors.
The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Introducing the Honda Pioneer 1000 with best-in-class 999cc engine and the industry's only 6-speed fully automatic dual-clutch transmission. Check out the Honda Pioneer 1000 at Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Garrett Honda, our family serving your family for over 50 years.
I'm Reed Skinner. I'm an OBGYN, recently transferred here to Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi. I'm excited to bring to Nephi the experience and the training that I've had in helping to take care of women through all stages of life, from low risk to high risk pregnancies or infertility, family planning, all the way to postmenopause and the management of that time frame. I also specialize in minimally invasive surgery. I'm excited to be here in Nephi and partnering with Central Valley Medical Center, providing the best possible care we can for women through all stages of life.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning for Carbon, the shortstop, number 7, McKenna Pendergrass.
And welcome back. Here we are in the top of the 6th inning for the Carbon Dinos. At the plate, McKenna Pendergrass. First pitch, ball 1. Amy Squire in the circle for Manti. (8-6) Carbon with the lead over the Manti Templars. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 1. Carbon team has some good cuts of the ball. They're a good hitting team. Callie Fawcett is on deck, and in the hole, Clarissa Noyes. Amy Squire wheels and deals from the circle, swing and a miss for strike 2. Pendergrass, 2 whiffs at it, not able to hit it. She is 1 for 2 in the game, singled and scored in the 4th inning. Walked and stranded in the 2nd, and then popped out to the second baseman in the 1st. There's the pitch, outside and high for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out in this top of the 6th inning. Amy Squire in the circle for Manti, wheels and deals, swing and a miss, strikeout. Is that Amy Squire? Or Kiana Progreski come in? I think it's Progreski. No. It is Kiana. Pitching change. So we got a lot of reflection off the glass here up in the broadcast booth. It is hard to see. And I believe it's Kiana. The only reason I knew that is I heard her mom screaming at the pitcher, so can't miss Mrs. Progreski from school. If you need somebody in the hallways at Manti High School, just have Mrs. Progreski yell down the hall. She'll catch them. They're halfway across campus. Here's the pitch from Pogs. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Callie Fawcett. 0-1 delivery coming from Kiana Progreski. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball back to Pogs. She'll throw it to first base, and the out is recorded. So 1-2 go the Dinos. And now the third batter of the inning, Clarissa Noyes, up to bat. Callie Fawcett retired by Kiana Progreski. Clarissa Noyes comes up to bat. She is 0 for 2 in the game. Actually 1 for 2. Reached on a double in the first inning. There's the pitch, and that one is over for strike one. Reached on a fielder's choice in the second to end the inning, and then walked back in the fourth and was stranded. 8-6 Dinos with the lead. 2 outs in the inning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul ball. Jammed her in on the hands, did Progreski, and fighting it off to the first base side into the fence was Clarissa Noyes. Special thanks to our sponsors, gold sponsors, Intermountain Power Service Corporation and National Vinyl Products. Kiana Progreski looking for the strikeout. Here's the pitch. Off-speed delivery inside part of the plate for a ball. Manti fans wanted the K, did not get it. Our silver sponsors, Carl's Jr., Centricom Channel 10, Beaver Medical Clinic, Nephi Federal Credit Union, Central Valley Medical Center, Azamite, Jones & DeMille Engineering, and Juab County presenting Restless Heart at the Juab County Fair. Go to juabcountyfair.com for tickets now. Here's the pitch, swung on, ground ball. Foul, first base side. And staying alive is Clarissa Noyes. Kiana Progreski tells Jada Shaw she wants a different pitch. She fires, and that one's low for a ball and gets away from Progreski, or from Shaw. Top of the sixth, 8-6 Carbon. Templars down by 2. Kiana Progreski in relief of Amy Squire, who is in relief. There's a shot line drive caught by Maddie Cox. Great play by the second baseman, Maddie Cox, for the out. And the Dinos go 1, 2, 3. And the Templars come up in the bottom half of the sixth inning, trailing 8-6. They'll have Tyra Hermanson, Amy Squire, and Maddie Cox, who just made that fantastic play at second base. We'll be back after this on Centricom Channel 10 and ETV Channel 6.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
National Vinyl Products of Nephi has been a part of Juab County since 2004. The management and staff take pride in supporting the students of Juab High School in the game and in the classroom. The company manufactures high-quality vinyl fencing for a host of uses around the state. If you're 18 years of age and would like to join the workforce at National Vinyl Products in Nephi, please send an email to jobs@nvpfence.com. That's jobs@nvpfence.com. The entire staff and crew at National Vinyl Products wish the Wasps the best of luck this season.
Welcome back once again. Mike Trainer broadcasting live on Centricom Channel 10, ETV Channel 6, and our producer is Levi Naylor. Up past his bedtime, not going to get up for school tomorrow. Of course, it is Saturday. He doesn't have school. That's kind of nice. Here's the pitch from the Carbon Lady Dinos. Brooke Mosman in the circle. There's the delivery. High for ball one. Up to bat is Tyra Hermanson for Manti. Templars trail here in the bottom of the sixth, 8-6. The winner plays Union in 3A's one-loss bracket semifinal. There's a long shot to deep left field. That one is going to be foul. No, it's fair, and he calls it a ground rule double. My mistake. He put both hands up because the ball was dead. Hard to see in that corner because the canopy is up over there above the stand, so you can't really tell. So a ground rule double, leadoff hit by Tyra Hermanson.
Plate number 12, Amy Squire.
So the tying run comes to the plate in Amy Squire. Squire, the middle pitcher in this three-pitcher battery in this game for Manti. Started off with Kate Mackey, then went to Amy Squire, and now to Kiana Progreski. 8-6, Carbon leads. Tying run at the plate with nobody out. Dino's Brooke Mosman in the circle. On deck is Maddie Cox at the top of the order. Here's the pitch by Mosman. Swing and a long fly ball. This one is crushed, and it is gone. A home run by number 12, Amy Squire, and we're tied at 8. A bottom of the 6th, 2-run homer.
By number 12, Amy Squire. That's a hot dog home run. Amy, come on up to your score sheet and do it after the game sometime tomorrow morning early. And
the Templars come alive in the bottom of the 6th with a 2-run blast. After a leadoff double by Tyra Hermanson, Amy Squire crushes it over the left field fence. That brings up the top of the lineup for Manti, tied at 8 with Carbon. Nobody out in the inning, and Brooke Mosman has been shell-shocked in this bottom of the 6th, at the bottom of the lineup for Manti, too. The number 8 and 9 hitters, a double and a home run.
The second baseman, number 14, Madison Cox.
And now we've got a 6-out game for each team, tied at 8. Who wants it more? The top of the lineup for Manti is up. Maddie Cox. Cox is 2 for 3 with 2 triples, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored. Cox, the left-handed hitter, looks at the first pitch, outside and high for a ball. 11:06 in the evening here on this Friday night, May 18th. Here's the pitch. Mosman outside for ball 2. Maddie Cox now looking at a 2-0 pitch coming from Brooke Mosman. Probably taking here, you would imagine. Here's the pitch. That is over for a strike, and she was taking. Smart hitting from Maddie Cox, whose dad, Andy Cox, is a well-versed baseball man himself. Coaches a lot, played a lot. Good electrician in the Manti area. His daughter now hits the ball to second and grounds it out. As a nice play by the second baseman, Kelsey Sorensen, on the other side for Carbon, and the first out of the inning is recorded.
With 1 out, the batter, the shortstop, number 3, Lexi Alder.
Lexi Alder comes to the plate with 1 out. Lexi is 3 for 3 in this game with an RBI and a run scored. Lexi up to the plate, looks at the first pitch for strike 1. Manti 8, Carbon 8. Amy Squire, a 2-run blast in this inning to tie the game. Here's the pitch to Alder, and she looks at ball 1. Well, I was wrong earlier. I mentioned I thought these lights were on a timer here at Spanish Fork Softball Complex to go off at 11, but I was incorrect. It's 11:07 in the evening. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Lexi Alder. Mosman comes back after giving up the 2-run homer and has pitched a lot tougher now. Here's the pitch by Amy Squire on the way. That one is, or trick me, Brooke Mosman pitching, and that's going to be low for a ball. Lexi Alder 3 for 3 on the evening. There's a pitch, and that one makes it a 2-2 count with 1 out. Nobody on for Manti. Lexi Alder at the plate. Here's the pitch by Mosman of Carbon. Swing and a ground ball to the second baseman. Sorensen picks it up, bobbles it, and making it to first is Lexi Alder. So Lexi Alder reaches on an error. Kiana Pogreski will come up to the plate. Pogreski is 1 for 2 in the game with a double and a run scored in the first inning. Eight our score. Manti and Carbon battling it out for a chance to play tomorrow in the state tournament. Loser is done for the year. There's a pitch high. Ball 1. Pogreski has a 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. High for a ball. One out here in the inning. Nobody on for Manti. A 2-run homer ties the game earlier in this inning by Amy Squire. There's another pitch. That one is over for another ball. Brooke Mosman steps in the circle on the rubber. Windmill motion and fires. That is over for a strike. .3A state softball tournament, last game of the day. Only 2 teams left. There's a swing and a pop-up to the infield. And the fair catch is called for. And it is made. Kiana Pogreski pops out to the second baseman. So after an exciting, explosive bottom half of the lineup inning to start off this bottom of the 6th by Tyra Hermanson, who hits a double as the number 8 hitter, and then a 2-run homer by Amy Squire, the number 9 hitter. It's been lackluster for the next 3 batters. Maddie Cox grounds out at the second baseman. An E4 by the second baseman puts Lexi Alder on. And now a pop out by Kiana Pogreski to the second baseman. It's been all Kelsey Sorensen out there for Carbon. And now the Templars down to their last out here in the inning. I believe Ellie Christensen back in there now. Swings and ground ball up the middle. Base hit for Manti. Rounding second, staying at second is going to be the base runner, Lexi Alder. Lexi was already gunned down earlier in the game, as Manti now has first and second.
Coming to the plate, the catcher, number 8, Jada Shaw.
Jada Shaw will come to the plate. She is 0 for 3, grounding out to the second baseman twice in the game. Once on a double play in the second inning, and then flying out to the right fielder. 8-8 our score. Carbon and Manti battling it out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. High and outside for a ball for Mosman. At the plate for Manti, Jada Shaw, the catcher. The hero last game in the bottom of the 11th. She hit the 3-run blast to win the game for Manti on a walk-off 3-run homer. Now we have Shaw taking first base. What's the call here? They intentionally walked her to get to Gentry Young, who hasn't been as solid at the plate for Manti in this game at least. She's been fine all game long, but she's lined out to the pitcher in the first inning, grounded out to the pitcher in the 3rd inning, and then grounded out to the third baseman on a slow roller in the 5th inning. So they're electing to walk Jada Shaw, load the bases for the force out, and Gentry Young can either be the final out or the hero of the game. We'll wait and see here, as the Templars will have a speed-up runner entering the game for catcher Jada Shaw. Danielle Hatch should be the runner.
In the run, number 9, Danielle Hatch.
8-8 our score. Bases loaded for Manti. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Gentry Young at the plate. The young hitter, ready to go. Base hit would score 2 for Manti and give them a 10-8 lead going into the top of the 7th with Carbon with only 3 outs left. Can Manti get the lead here before the top of the 7th occurs? Brooke Mosman and her catcher talking about it. Caitlin Cripps. Cripps will come back behind the plate, and we're ready to go with the umpire, putting his mask back on. 8-8 our score. Bases loaded for Manti. 2 outs. Gentry Young, the right-handed batter at the plate. Here's the Mosman pitch. Swing and a ground ball to the catcher, foul. But Gentry has just not gotten good bat on the ball. And that's why they walk Jada Shaw, who has gotten some good bat on the ball, to try to come at Gentry Young. Can Gentry muster the courage to swing that bat and connect? Here's the pitch by Mosman. Low for a ball. Throw down to first is causes the runner to dive back in safely. In Jada Shaw's speed-up runner, Danielle Hatch. Lexi Alder at third, Ellie Christensen at second, and Danielle Hatch at first. Here's the pitch. Gentry Young with a ground ball to the second baseman, fielded there, and the out is recorded, and a masterful call by the coach of the Carbon Dinos as the Templars have the bases loaded with 2 outs and can't get a runner across. We go to the top half of the 7th inning, tied at 8 between Manti and Carbon, and coming up for the Dinos will be Brooke Mosman, the pitcher, Kennedy Nelson, and then Kelsey Sorensen, the leadoff hitter. We'll be back after this on ETV Channel 6 and Centricom Channel 10.
Our team works hard to shape the quality of life wherever we live and work. These values allow our team to be the go-to source for rural entities.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab High Schools.
Welcome back to our coverage on Centricom Channel 10 and ETV. 8-8 our score. Top of the 7th inning. Last inning tied at 8 unless we go to extras. Here's the pitch. And that is 1 ball and 2 strike count. Here's the pitch from Kiana Progreski. 1-2 delivery on the way, and that is inside corner ball. Just off the plate. Brooke Mosman, I believe, at plate. Here's the pitch from Progreski. Swing and a line shot, base hit right field. Ball is down, misplayed by Ellie Christensen. Rounding first and going to second, and the go-ahead run at second base. Brooke Mosman with a single, then an error by the right fielder. Sends her to second.
Coming to the plate, the left fielder, number 24, Kennedy Nelson.
So the bottom half of the order for both teams doing some damage. Manti's number 8 hitter, Tyra Hermanson, hits a double, then a 2-run home run by number 9 hitter, Amy Squire. Now, leadoff single by Brooke Mosman, and she gets the second on an error, and now the number 9 hitter, Kennedy Nelson. Top of the order coming up after this. Here's the pitch in an 8-8 game. Progreski, low for a ball. Here's the pitch from Progreski. Swing and a foul back to the screen for the batter, Kennedy Nelson of Carbon. Kennedy is 1 for 3 in the game. Popped out to the second baseman in the fourth. In the third, unassisted play by it was a fly ball to left field. And then a single and scored back in the second. There's the pitch. Off speed delivery, changeup, strike. She was frozen on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes, excuse me. Leading run, sitting at second base, the go-ahead run. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss for the strikeout for Kiana Progreski. Throw back to second. Back in time is the runner, Brooke Mosman. So Kennedy Nelson is a strikeout victim of Kiana Progreski for 1 out in the inning. But the top of the order up with Kelsey Sorensen. Sorensen is 1 for 4 in the game with a single and a run scored in the first inning, reaching on an error in the second and scoring, and then grounding out to the second baseman in the third and the fifth innings. Here's the pitch from Kiana Progreski. Swinging a ground ball to the shortstop. Alder with a high hop gets it, fires the first in the dirt. Dug out by Hermanson. The runner goes to third. Safe at first and third is the call.
At the plate for the Dinos, the right fielder, number 8, Lindsay Madrigal.
So Lindsay Madrigal is at the line, or at the plate. Runners at the corners in a tie ball game, 8-8 in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch on the way, a change up. Runner doesn't go, and a throw back to the pitcher. At third base for the Carbon Dinos is Brooke Mosman. At first is Kelsey Sorensen, who may be taking off for second shortly. Kiana Progreski, the pitcher, delivers, and that's over for a strike. And the throw to second almost gets away from the first baseman on the Jada Shaw throw. She's probably having a second thought about that one. Gold sponsors of this broadcast are Intermountain Power Service Corporation and National Vinyl Products. Our bronze sponsor is Beaver Valley Hospital. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Carbon threatening with runners at the corners. 8-8 our score. Here's the Progreski pitch. Low for a ball. And the runner scoots down to second base. Here's the pitch on the way with runners at second and third now from Progreski. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, over the head. There's a throw to first, and that is thrown away by Lexi Alder. The run will come in and score. 2 runs will come in, and the Carbon Dinos lead 10-8. Errors by the Templars in the 7th inning are going to cost them this game unless they can come back. So Kelsey Sorensen scores. And also coming in was Brooke Mosman. Dinos lead 10-8 with 1 out here. We've got a runner at first, and the Templars will have a meeting now, trailing 10-8. So the Templars now will head back out into the field, down by 2 runs here in the 7th inning. Top of the 7th, the Templars will have the last bat. But now they trail by 2 and the inning isn't over. Runner at first for the Carbon Dinos, Kiana Progreski. In the circle, trying to shut it down with the damage at 2 runs, but there's only 1 out. Here's the pitch from Progreski. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And now a rundown. The runner at second is in a rundown. She is tagged out. 2 outs in the inning. As getting caught was the runner, Lindsay Madrigal, in a rundown by the Manti Templars, and they get her out. Now the umpire is coming to talk to the Manti player who tagged her out, as it was kind of a tag in the back shove, but she was just reaching to make sure she tagged her. And if they're talking to her about that, that's just softball. So now the Templars with 2 outs, nobody on, and at the plate is Dakota Krishar.
Batting at first base from number 13, Dakota Krishar.
So 2 outs for the Dinos. Dakota Krishar with nobody on. There's the pitch, swing and a ground ball to the second baseman. Maddie Cox throws her out at first, and that'll end the inning for the Dinos, but they get 2 runs in the inning on a couple of Templar errors. We'll send it up to the bottom of the 7th inning. Manti trailing 10-8. It'll be up to Brindley Goulding, and then Tyra Hermanson and Amy Squire to bring the Templars back when we come back after this timeout on Centricom Channel 10 and ETV.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Their Feed Grit product, used as a feed ingredient for livestock, is gaining popularity because research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite can be found at your IFA Country Store, Steve Regan stores, or on their website at azomite.com. For more information, visit them on Facebook, Twitter, or the web. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Doctors B. Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Reagan Fales, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioners Robin Horton, Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hollingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options, with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
Welcome back once again here on Centricom Channel 10, ETV Channel 6. If you're at home scoring this game and your name's Micah Iverson, it was Lindsay Madrigal who hit that ground ball to the shortstop that was thrown away that scored 2 runs for the Carbon Dinos. As Micah had to text me to ask to fill in his score sheet at home. A lot of fans like to do that. So that was an E6 if you're marking your book. Ready to go. The Manti Templars down to their last 3 outs. They trail 10-8 to the Carbon Dinos. The winner of this game plays Union tomorrow in the 1-loss bracket semifinal. The winner of that game will take on the Grantsville Cowboys. At the plate for Manti is Brindley Goulding, the right-handed batter facing Brooke Mosman. The Templars need 2 runs to tie. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 1. Templars have already been involved in an 11-inning thriller the game prior to this against the North Sanpete Hawks that they won 12-9 in 11 innings. Here's the pitch for Mosman. Over the plate for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thanks to our gold sponsors, National Vinyl Products and Intermountain Power Service Corporation. Here's the delivery for Mosman. Wheels and fires, swinging a ground ball back to Mosman for out number 1. If she makes a good throw, she does. Dakota Krishar makes the grab. 1 out for the Templars. They're down to 2 outs in their season. And now comes Tyra Hermanson, who hit a double in the 6th inning and then scored on a 2-run homer by Amy Squire. Hermanson at the plate. There's the pitch. That's on the outside corner for a ball. Looked outside from here, but the Carbon fans wanted it called as a strike. Bottom of the 7th, Manti down by 2. Last at bat with 2 outs left. Here's the pitch to Hermanson. Swing and a ground ball, fair! Down the right field line, past the first baseman. Tyra Hermanson is on with a single. And that'll bring up Amy Squire, who tied the game in the bottom of the 6th with a 2-run homer. Can Amy do it again is the question, the number 9 hitter. She crushed a ball deep over the left field fence. Now Mosman in the circle. With a runner at first and 1 out. Here's the pitch. That is over for a low ball. Tyra Hermanson at first base. Amy Squire at the plate. Here's the Mosman delivery. Swing and a ground ball into the dirt and then hitting the batter for a dead ball. Strike 1. .11:30, our time in the Mountain Time Zone. Manti down to the last 2 outs with a runner at first, trailing 10-8 to Carbon. Here's the Dino pitch, swing and a miss by Amy Squire for strike 2. Outside pitch, you need to drive to right field, lean that way, and Hermanson was trying to pull it. Or check that. Squire was trying to pull it. Here's the Mosman pitch. Looking for the outside corner again. That one's low for a ball. Nice dig by the catcher, Cripps. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Carbon 10, Manti 8. Templars trying to get 2 runs across, tying run at the plate. Here's the pitch to Squire. Swing and a pop fly, tailing foul over the fence. First base side out of play. The 2A championship tomorrow will feature Gunnison and the winner of Enterprise Beaver. The 3A championship will feature Grantsville against the winner of Union and the winner of this game tomorrow morning. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for a strikeout. Amy Squire goes down with a K. And Manti down to their last out of the season.
The second out brings to the plate the top of the lineup, the second baseman, number 14, Maddie Cox.
Maddie Cox will be the last hope of the Templars here. She'll try to extend the game. She started off the game hot with 2 triples back-to-back, but then an unassisted put out to the first baseman and a ground out to the second baseman. There's the pitch, outside for a ball. Stepping back in the left-handed hitter, Maddie Cox. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Here's the pitch. High for ball 2. And Maddie will take a walk if she needs to get the tying run to first base and bring up the hot-hitting Lexi Alder, who is 3 for 4 in the game. Here's the pitch to Maddie Cox she'll be taking. Oh, she hits it to left field and down the line fair. Rounding second, coming to third. And the Templars have second and third just when you think Maddie Cox is going to take. She slaps it down the left field line for a double. And the Templars' season with 2 outs is still alive. The tying run now at second base. Tyra Hermanson at third. That brings up the hot-hitting Lexi Alder. Lexi, if she can get a base hit, would tie this game up, possibly going into extra innings. Unless the Templars can win it in the bottom half of this seventh. Brooke Bozeman trying to shut Lexi Alder down. Lexi reached on the error by the second baseman in the sixth inning. Here's the pitch for Bozeman. That's over for a low ball call. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the seventh. Templars with runners at second and third, trailing 10-8 to the Carbon Dinos. Dino pitcher Brooke Bozeman. Brooke Bozeman with the delivery. Swing and a ground ball to the shortstop, fielded there, trying to get up. 1 run will score, and no throw is made, and Lexi Alder is on with a base hit. The tying run advances to third base. 10-9, Templars with 2 outs, and Kiana Pogreski. It's up to Kiana.
Number 6, Kiana Pogreski.
Kiana in the last game had some opportunities, and it did not come through in that game, especially in the Grantsville game. She's looking to redeem herself here with a chance to tie the game with a base hit. As Pogreski comes to the box, a runner at third, a runner at first, Lexi Alder at first. Will the Templars try to get Lexi Alder to second base is the question. If this were baseball, I'd say watch out for the hidden ball trick with Carbon all meeting in the circle, but they can't do that in softball, so. Manti crowd trying to rally this Templar team here in the bottom of the seventh, trailing 10-9 with a tying run at third, winning run at first base. 2 outs, and Lexi Alder is the one at first. Kiana Pogreski at bat. Here's the pitch from Bozeman. And almost hit her as the ball goes above her head. Kiana Pogreski steps back into the box with a 1 ball, no strike count with 2 outs. Looking for her to be patient here. We'll see. Here's the pitch. And she cocked and ready to swing, but takes ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Templars with the tying run at third base, just 60 feet away with 2 outs. Lexi Alder at first. Here's the pitch to Pogreski from Bozeman. Outside for a ball. Oh, it caught the corner with a strike call from the umpire. Two balls and a strike on Kiana Pogreski. Here's the pitch for Bozeman. Inside, strike called right on the corner on Pogreski, and she's down to her last strike in the Templar season. Can Pogreski come through for Manti is the question. Brooke Bozeman with a 2-2 count. Rocks and delivers. Swing and a fly ball to right field. That's going to get in the gap. It's down. 1 run will score. Here comes the winning run for Manti. The Templars win 11-10. A 2-run double by Kiana Pogreski as she's the hero, and the Templars stay alive as they knock the Carbon Dinos out of the tournament 11-10 here in the bottom of the 7th inning with 2 outs on a Kiana Pogreski double. The Templars will face the Union Cougars coming up tomorrow at 10 a.m. for a chance to face Grantsville in the state championship. Thanks to our sponsors of this broadcast. Gold sponsors are Intermountain Power Service Corporation, National Vinyl Products, Carl's Jr., Centricom Channel 10, Beaver Medical Clinic, Nephi Federal Credit Union, Central Valley Medical Center, Ezomite, Jones & DeMille Engineering, Juab County presenting Restless Heart in Concert at JuabCountyFair.com, and Beaver Valley Hospital, our bronze sponsor. Thanks for joining us for our broadcast here on Centricom Channel 10 and Local10.tv and ETV as Kiana Pogreski with a bases-clearing double wins the game, trailing 10-9. They win it 11-10 over the Carbon Dinos. Centricom Channel 10 will have all the games tomorrow for the 2A and 3A state softball tournament action. We'll have them on Local10.tv and here on Centricom Channel 10. For Barrett Hilton, for Taylor Thompson and Levi Naylor, I'm Mike Traina. Have a great evening until tomorrow night.